Hello friends, thanks for joining AVI TECH-LEARN. So today we're going to learn new concept in Excel, charts. I'm not going to teach you complete charts. I'm going to make the basics of charts, but today I'm going to show you how the charts will work. What are the tools we're going to use to create chart, that is column chart. So I'm going to explain each and every chart one by one. So I'm going to make complete video about charts, so you can watch that video also. Please do like the video, share the video, and please don't forget to press that button. I hope you people know which button I'm talking right now. Thanks for subscribe. Okay, let's start with the charts. Let me open the Excel with some data. I have minimized the Excel sheet here. I'm going to open this. As you see the screen right now, the Excel, I'm using Excel 2010 version. You may have different version in your home. So I have some data here. You can see here, I have some data. I have taken some data. There are some names and there are subjects, computer subjects, and I have written my YouTube channel name here, and there is a student report. So make something like this. The data should be there with you. After making the data, so you need to select the data. You can do the chart without selecting the data also, or you can take it afterwards. But I'm showing you the basic, only one chart today I'm going to show you, that is column chart. So I'm going to select the data. As you see here, I'm going to select the data here. I'm selecting the data here. I'll go to the Insert tab. After going to the Insert tab, there are some charts. You can see here in the ribbon there are charts. So as I promised, I'm going to show you each and every charts. What are the use of the charts? Where it has to be used. It's very important. The people who are working in the data field, data analyst, for them it's very useful. Actually they have some other applications, but this is the basic way they can learn. I'm going to make complete video about the charts, one more video, so you can learn from that. So today I'm going to show you only the column chart. So why I'm showing this one, how these charts will work with the basic tools, how to create the charts first. So then we can understand one by one each charts with the explanation. So when I click on this column chart, after going to the Insert tab, when I click on this column chart, so select the 3D column. You can select any charts, 2D, 3D, cylinder, whichever you want. But I'm going to make this 3D column. I'm going to select the first one. Click here. As soon as I click there, you can see the chart has displayed on the sheet. After this, what we have to do? So we got 3 tabs. You can see a design, layout, format. Let me delete the chart now. Let me delete. I'm going to select, click here and delete the chart. There is no tools here. We have the last tool is view. After selection of the chart, I went to the insert, then click on the column and click this column chart. When I click, as soon as I click the column chart, we are getting the 3 tabs. So these 3 tabs are nothing but where we can format the chart. So we are in the design right now. Where is my chart? The chart is in my sheet 1, as well as the data also is in my sheet 1. But I want to separate this data as well as the chart. I want to keep the chart in other sheet. How to move this chart in sheet 2? Make sure you select the chart. There is an option called move chart in the design tab. You can see here in the design tab, there is a word called move chart. Click on this move chart. When you click on move chart, it will select that new sheet. If you want to create the new sheet, you can go for new sheet. Object in, where you have to place this chart. I want to place it in the sheet 2. Click the sheet 2, give it OK. So as you see the screen right now, it has moved to sheet 2. I have the data in sheet 1. My chart is moved to sheet 2. Now let me enlarge the chart. After enlarging the chart, so we are in the design tab. Let me change the chart style. While I go on this option, click here. I'm going to change this chart style. I'm going to select just style 42. We have some styles here. You can go for any among these. Right now I'm showing you the 3D chart. So I'm going to select this part, style 42. Click on this. As soon as I select the style 42, you can see the chart has changed. Now, after this, we'll come back to the design tab later on. So we'll go to the layout tab. Most of the work is done in the layout tab. So now you see here nothing is there. Nothing is there means there is no proper words to identify the chart, right? So we have to put some words. Now, first you try to understand how this chart is analyzed. The chart is analyzed in two categories. One is x-axis and y-axis. The horizontal part down, what you see these subjects, it is called x-axis. And the marks, what you see here, this is called y-axis. So we need to mention now. So what is this? These are the subjects, right? And there is no name for the chart. What is the name of the chart? When I go to the sheet 1, we have your student report. So that is not mentioned in the chart. We need to mention. So for that, we have to go to the label tab. In the label tab, we're going to start one by one all the labels. In the label tab, we have the labels. The first part is chart title. When I click on the chart title, we can see we are right now none. You can see it is selected. The box is selected none. So we have two options here. If you want, you can go for the more option. I'm going to show you in the advanced chart how this will work. So I'm going to show you only what is available right now. Center overlay title. When I click on the center overlay title, so I can write the name. So I can write here student. Let me make the capital letter student report. When I enter, you can see here it is coming on the chart. It is overlay, right? So I'm going to make it undo. I'll go back to the chart title again. Above the chart, make sure you select the above the chart. When you select the above the chart, student report, enter. You can see that there is a word called student report. Let me go back to the axis title. So axis title, we have two axes. X-axis, as I mentioned few minutes back, there is x-axis and y-axis. So the primary horizontal axis is nothing but it is x-axis. Now title below the axis, as you see this, it will give you an idea where exactly we have to put. You can see here just below the axis, this is title axis. When I click on the title axis, as you see your title axis has come. Don't click anywhere, it is already selected. Just type. Now I'm going to write here subject. You can see in the formula bar subjects, enter. Automatically it will apply on that. Next part is go back to the axis title again. We have your primary vertical axis. We have three options in this. In these three options, we can select the rotate title, vertical title, horizontal title. So I'm going to select here rotate title. So when I select that, you can see at this side, left side, axis title is title has come. Now I'm going to write here marks, enter. So you can see that there is marks is appeared. So these are the axis part. When I go to the axis, primary horizontal are nothing but x-axis and primary vertical axis nothing but y-axis. The first part is chart title. So the next one is legend. The legends are very important in the data charts. So we have only right now we're going to place the legends where we want. We are not going to discuss much about the legends now. As we are learning the basics chart, we are going to place the legends where we want. So when I click this legend, we have some options here. You can see that show legend at right. Where is the legend actually? The legends are nothing but name of the students. So these are the legends. So it is placed at the right side. When I click on show legend at top, so it will come at the top. So we have the positions where we want, we can place it that one. So I'm going to keep it at the same default, show legend at the right. Let it be at the right side. Let's go back to the data labels. The data labels are nothing but we're going to place the data on this bars. So what are the bars? We have selected the column chart, right? These are the bars right now. When I click on the data labels, show, when I click on the show, you can see here, when I click on the show, you can see the data labels as appear based on the bars. The next comes here data table. When I click the data table, again we have two options. Actually our table is in sheet 1, right? We have the table, but I don't want to go back to the sheet 1 again and see that what exactly we have written, all those things. Whatever the changes we make here, that will change on this chart. But right now I want to keep my data in the chart itself. Right click, just click on this data table, show data table. When I click on the show data table, as you see here, the data table is, as you see the data table is just below the chart. Just go back to the data table, show data table, next show data table with the legend. I think when I click on this, you can see here the legend has come. Actually it is a name, but the legend with that icon, it was not showing. Now it has come. Now when I click only the show data table, only the show data type only, the table will come not with the icons like this. So this is the option where we can keep your, right now I'm not going to keep this data table in the chart. I'm going to keep none because we are learning only the chart. Data is already there. When I go to the axis here, primary horizontal axis, show axis without labeling. When I click on this, there is no labeling with this. Let me go back, keep on, show primary. Next is primary vertical. Again here show axis in thousands. If you want to see this one in the thousands, when I click on this, it comes in the thousands. You can see here, it comes in the thousand. Again go back here, primary vertical axis. You want to show in the millions, billions, you can go for that one. So when I click on the billions, it will come in the billions with the data. So we'll keep it in normal, show default axis. Whatever the default we had before, we're going to keep the same one. The next part is grid line. We are not going to use much in the column chart. It is used in other charts. Let me show this grid line, how it will work. When I click on this, so we have major grid line right now. When I click on this minor grid line, you can see that we got the minor grid line. Go back to the grid line again. We have here some option, major, minor, all those things. You can select whichever you want. Okay. So let me keep the default one, major grid line. I'm going to keep for the first one. Next one is primary vertical axis. This also, it goes as per the vertical, and you can see that we got the boxes behind the chart. So whichever we want, the first one, we can keep that one. So I can go to the primary vertical again. So major grid line. If you want that one, you can keep this. Or if you don't want, come back here. You can keep the none. So only this part, primary horizontal axis, is displayed. The next part comes here, chart wall. Chart wall and chart floor, it is nothing but once we applied the 3D rotation, then you're going to see the chart wall and chart floor. Let me apply first, then let me go to the 3D wall, then you're going to understand how it will appear. And when I go to the chart wall, show chart wall. I'm going to keep just, actually this is the chart wall. Next one, chart floor. When I click the chart floor, show chart floor. When I click the, we have actually chart floor, but it is not showing right now until unless I put this 3D rotation. I'm going to click on this 3D rotation. So when I click the 3D rotation, don't do anything else. Don't do anything. Just go here. We are x-axis or y-axis. I'm going to increase the size of the rotation x-axis by clicking here. You can see here it is changing back end, as well as the y-axis. I'm changing the y-axis. You can see here it is changing the y-axis. And just close this option. We got the rotation, that is 3D, the chart wall as well as floor. So this is done. We almost done the chart now, the basic charts. Now we need to put the background color for this one. So just click. Let me format little more in the chart. I'm going to click on this chart bar. Go back to the format. So before putting the background color, let me explain the format, how it will work. The format, two options. The format will work for two things. One is shape styles. If you have any shapes, for that we can format, as well as the word art style is nothing but for the text. We have even text here, right? The text, numbers. For the text and numbers also we can format. Right now we're going to make the format for the shapes. Shapes means the chart is shape right now. I'm going to click on this chart wall. When I click on the wall, go to the format. In the format, we have your shape fill. So in the shape fill, you can select the color. If you want, you can see here, I'm selecting the color. If I want the color, I can change the color, chart wall. Or if you want the picture, you can select the picture. Actually, I'm going to select the picture now. If you want the gradient, you can select the gradient. You can go to the more gradient, you can see and do it, that one. And the texture is there. We have your textures. There are inbuilt textures. We can go for the inbuilt textures. You can put whichever you want. So let me put the picture now. I'm going to click on this picture. In this picture, I'm going to select my logo and insert. As you see here, my logo is appeared behind this bar, that is chart wall. Next is chart floor is there, right? I'm going to click here. Make sure you're clicking the exact chart floor. Click here. You can see I have clicked on the chart floor. Go back to the same option, shape fill. We have your pictures, all those things. Now I'm going to select the color. You can see here I've selected the red color. So we got the chart floor. So this is the option for the shapes. So when I click this complete chart, so whichever I want, I can select the color. You can see here. So we are done one formatting now. The next comes here, text, word art style. Just select the whole chart. Go back to the text field. The same thing, if you change the color, automatically the color of the text will change. You can see that the color of the text is, and the effects, if you want to put effects, you can go for the, so you need to practice by your own by applying all these options. So this is the basic charts. Now the last part is, again we'll go back to the design. In the design, if you want to change this chart, just change chart type. We have the option here, whichever the charts you want, templates is given. So we're going to discuss one by one about this chart, where exactly the charts are used. Line chart, where it is used, in which category it comes, pie chart, bar chart, area chart. Just today I'm showing you how we can do the formatting by taking one chart. So with the help of these three tools, design, layout, format, select any one among this. So I'm going to select this. In the column chart we have some different, or else let me go back to the bar chart. You can see here, let me go to the bar chart. I'm going to click on this. You can see that it will going to change this way. Again, if I want to go back again, change that one. Again, I can choose whichever I want now. You can see there. Again, it will come back to this position. So whichever you want, you can select as per your requirements. I hope I cleared the basic chart concept. Please do practice and pause the video where you're not understood. This is just for the basic introduction, the chart, how it will work. Please do like the video, share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you for your support. See you all.